With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Given the gain of 38. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him the first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
They'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On the board as they take the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media. Had to watch.
This is caught the time. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. There's a toss left for A-Chain. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the quarterbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
They try to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Damone Clark. It's a pick six and touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are losers of two straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that cause you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Well, hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who's shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They need two. Here's third down. Play action. Now Richardson. Blitz coming. Down he goes. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
This only happened in a big game. But while that sack didn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays. Doing a great individual effort today.
Taking it about the 36. Shifts by him. After he punted that ball, he's probably frustrated that they had a sizable return against his punt, but he made amends by stepping up to make the tackle.
Yeah, he made amends and probably covered a few of his teammates who didn't handle it very well, because once the return breaks like that, you're thinking touchdown, and he prevented it with a nice play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down by Alabama pressure. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense, because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down. You talk about this Bengals defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. And 10, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Flowers. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
He's a talented runner. That means he's always looking for bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's second and 2 now from the 3.
Go. You change it.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that
coach who can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
We
you're
don't
down.
want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
Yeah.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
And now the rookie screen. Down the sideline he goes. And is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They go play action with Richardson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet down.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you don't have enough time to work on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players, guys. You make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And we'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, report.
They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught here by Metcalf. The first catch of the ball game there from Metcalf. And a first down to boot. They go play action with Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now goes a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DK Metcalf from 21 yards away. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have running receivers with height. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
They'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a big touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
23 yards the pickup there.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
He tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Now a 2nd and 2. Richardson looking to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he is caught. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Again, it's Richardson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jackson. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Richardson now on 2nd down, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. It's throws. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Catch is made by Metcalf. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They're going deep for Hill. That will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third down, here's Richardson. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Right back to Brown. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And Richardson back to throw it.
Show him what he's made of.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Well, he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. They started at the 19 and they gained 19. All the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. On the counter, it's Edwards. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. Flowers. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Jackson now. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, middle. Hey.
Jackson working the middle of the field, and he's got him there to play. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Oh, we changed it.
And Jackson throwing once more. Being chased out left. That's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Charlie Cole from 10 yards out. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Now it's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
After the interception, here's Jackson. midfield at the 48-yard line.
Okay, ready? Stop below 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Seven Pirates, seven Pirates.
Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back to the air with Richardson. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Second and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's second and 20.
Richardson.
Short throw to Smith. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there, as he passed it out to each defender, and then making a nice play, even though it was complete. That was a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Edwards now on first and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run the full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
No, we changed it.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Jackson to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Jackson will throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
To throw is Jackson. And it is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the line. Able to get down on third down. That sets up the first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's on!
Here's Jackson. Toward the corner. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Noah Fant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Drop 60, drop 60. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Richardson looking to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is caught. They're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
13. Hey, hey.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go. Get hot.
On third down, Jackson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Throwing is Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Richardson off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. 3rd and 12. Now Richardson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, move.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Flowers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They go play action with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They're still trying to get a rhythm. And this game is over. So the 5 seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of